Objection!
Yeah, I figured this was coming.
That was the blood.
This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple with a trunk knife. What's Edgy doing with a knife like this anyways?
I don't judge your life, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, but Al the Edge is literally your trope, dude. Like,
Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild.
Edgy in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Yeah, but you've
That's
never
what
met him.
chapter 2 of my fanfiction takes place in the woods, okay?
Oh, there's a scary thought. A fucking slash fiction.
You're in it?
Is it just one thing per time? How am I in it if you
Some
didn't
of
know
it.
about me until today?
I'm the audience surrogate, okay?
Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up a couple of extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Perhaps. But what if the murder took place somewhere else? And then they put the body in the trunk?
That'd be crazy. Just goes to show you never know what happens when you run a red or yellow light.
I feel like that's a trope.
I
That's
mean,
gotta
what's
be something.
for want of a nail is literally the name of the trope.
Oh, okay. Does this knife look familiar? Could you take a look at this? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like this.
We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing.
I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite!
The only thing I'm smelling here is bullshit!
She's not gonna say anything about anything.
I figured now I just wanted to do her voice again.
Fucking...
Oh, look. Oh, the murder did take place in the apartment because that's the badger thing.
It's the blue badger.
February 22nd, Police Department, en France.
I hate you. Whew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi and traffic wasn't even that bad. I'm sure this is not exposition of any kind. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Someone slapped the shit out of the badger. Oh, I don't like this.
Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that?
I really don't like this. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if it... Oh, it stabbed him. It's what stabbed him. See that?
Dude, I fucking wish. And then Phoenix could put him on the stand.
This is the murder weapon. That's why it's red.
No, it's police stuff.
Okay, but the handprint, is that relevant? And the broken
No.
fucking jester hat?
The hat is the shape of his head is relevant, but we'll talk about that in like 3 weeks.
Okay. Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the blue badger. What's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast. Oh,
Hey, pal, what are you doing here?
that's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there?
What?
Well,
got-
at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to
Well,
get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Stop reading my fucking mind!
I do what I want, pal.
You're scaring me! Hey, do you recognize this knife?
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, What would drive Chief Prosecutor's guy to do such a thing?
Stop hurting the girl.
But wait, I didn't mean, I mean, I'm sure, of course, someone else really did it. That's someone who must have, been other person, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the Kniffy do seem a little too well organized to be
The
a
what,
coincidence.
pal?
Kniffy, you heard me.
I don't, Poor Mr. Edgeworth, what could have happened?
You can call him Edgy if you want, Emma.
I don't think he likes that very much, pal.
No, but I know that she would. We
Not
have to
gonna do
find
it.
out a little more about what's going on with Edgy.
Don't worry, I have to with a different character later.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the awards? Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. Without your diligence,
I
we
was
wouldn't be here
wondering, why
today.
is the award a shield? Why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason.
I just want that to be the statement.
I'll tell you what it is later.
Perfect. Apparently, he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of them rumors.
You mocking me, pal?
No.
Okay, good.
Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Oh, hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
I'm giving you meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see here. Bruce Goodman.
Why is the picture gone?
Hey, don't worry about that, pal. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Oh, nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa, and now I remember, pal. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
Okay, I called it. That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Why is this picture gone? Seriously.
It's there still. But... Dude, this was a DS game!
Okay.
They did their best. Oh, you aren't gonna let him talk shit about you being an attorney?
Go fuck yourself. I know what happens next and I don't like it.
Oh, it's actually good.
I'll give
Okay.
you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor is convinced to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's baby sister.
Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister!
Don't get that excited look in your eye, Gumshoe. She's 17,
Just
16,
please investigate
15.
the case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
She's 15.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to get overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Show him your badge, you coward.
Detective, here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal.
Okay.
Real men show their police badge. Enough said.
God damn it, you lied to me.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I?
That was a hint. But I just like that. I just like that he's like, every time we fucking meet, you show me this. Why?
Is it because I've shown it to him every time?
I mean, everyone does. Everyone shows everyone his badge. It's so fun.
That's awesome.
It becomes more of a joke as the series goes on.
Okay.
So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
Hey, what do you mean this time?
I mean every time you do something.
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs right now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger Dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself was directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Isn't he lower ranking than Gumshoe?
Yes. Officer Marshall.
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. It's bullshit. I worked my ass off to get to be a detective, and then some patrolman guy? it's bull.
He's crazy,
Forget
too.
about it. What do you mean, pal?
He's crazy.
What are you talking about?
Okay, you're sandbagging a bit. So this ID card belonged to the victim.
Officer Marshall, weird? What are you talking about, pal? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too.
That should have 2 R's.
But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's odd to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there too, to the parking lot.
I'm not as confessing as much.
He's in a tough spot again.
Again?
Well, it all started with that murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
Is someone vacuuming upstairs?
Yes.
You think it's getting picked up?
Probably not.
Okay.
I hope not.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. He died for our sins.
I was wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece.
No. You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief drew together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops.
Not soon enough. Blue Badger panel added to the court record. It's a work of art designed by the
Yeah, I
chief
know
of
it is.
detectives
Thanks, pal.
and created by Detective Gumshoe.
I'm glad you're supportive.
I'm impressed because animatronics are difficult.
And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? You met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Or is he just so wildly incompetent that the chief of police knows he can fake whatever he wants on this case?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA.
Wow. For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction has been added to the court record. It's a letter of introduction received from Detective Gumshoe. It allows the bearer to investigate the crime scene. I'll be surprised this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Anything else I should examine here?
I mean, if you want.
Okay.
Nothing else required. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think it's because they're designed after a panda.
Oh, well, I thought you had, like, actual things to say. I mean, a panda...
Not that I have any scientific proof just yet, it's just a theory. A game theory.
Do you mind
Thanks for
asking
watching.
me how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol call and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or skunks? Or javelinas?
Do they have skunks at the zoo? I ain't never
tapirs.
seen a skunk at a zoo.
Dude, I saw an American... I saw a channel catfish at an aquarium in fucking Dubai.
Well, that's
I saw a
just
snapping
that's
turtle
there.
and a different. I saw a snapping
Okay, but
turtle.
snapping
I saw
turtles
an
are
alligator
dangerous.
snapping turtle.
Yeah, those things are horrific. They'll take your fucking hand off.
What I'm saying is, I saw American bullshit at the zoo.
Yeah,
A
but in
skunk isn't-
Dubai.
Yeah, they're in Japan.
No, they're in LA.
Whatever. What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Look, that cop is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy.
That's hilarious! That's so great! I guess he was saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes.
They make a good pair. And then he spilled them, and he said, ah, beans! And the can of ravioli was everywhere! The detective in there, the detectives, plural, in there, look pretty busy.
Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me.
I always get excited when I come to a police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Nope, they weren't. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. Oh no, that says campaign.
The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
The family wouldn't want a set at home. It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure it out without the extra help.
She does not give a fuck about Apollo trying to investigate crimes and Apollo Justice. And then he goes and talks to Phoenix, and Phoenix is a fucking loser, and he's like, Apollo's like, the detective won't talk to me, Mr. Wright, what do I do? And Phoenix is like, oh, it's Emma, right? Just give her this fucking fingerprinting set. She'll love it. And then she comes to life and is so happy to see a fucking fingerprinting set.
That's awesome.
And also she likes Apollo because he works for Mr. Wright.
Aw.
Yeah.
The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point.
Did I tell you about how, like, you know how Phoenix is the straight man in this game to, like, all of his companions and all the bullshit?
Yeah.
Apollo is so much of a straight man that he's the straight man to Phoenix.
Okay. I'll try to be different when we do him. February 22nd.
Oh, that's like 3 years from now. You'll have
Prosecutor's
time to
office,
think.
underground parking lot.